Well, Liverpool versus Arsenal is the game that is going to headline this weekend in the Premier League, and obviously, Arsenal will be playing its 20. Is it 30th game of the season? That's it. Arsenal will be playing its 30th game, and Liverpool will be playing its 29th game of the season. To see to it that they really tussle it out in this fixture that is going to be so much hard for both teams, because when you look at Liverpool, who have been having a very huge run against Arsenal at Emirates, they're in a very bad form. Though at home, out of the last 7 games, they've gone ahead to win 6 and drawn 1. When you look at Arsenal, they've been winning away from home this season, and the only games they've not won away from home, that of Southampton that ended 1-1. They lost to Everton. They lost to Manchester United. But the rest of the games, Arsenal have been really working out wins away from home. And when you look at the table of the top 6, I think Arsenal second. They've gone ahead to collect 15 points from all the games they've played in the top 6 teams. That is Manchester United, Man City, Liverpool, Tottenham Hotspur, Chelsea. So it shows you that Arsenal are really a very huge team, and they're really in a very incredible form that everyone needs to come out and really praise them for. But all in all, that doesn't guarantee them to win the game of Liverpool. They need to come out and really punch beyond their weight to really secure themselves these 3 points. Why are these 3 points important? I'm going to come back for that because I've not said hi to you. How are you guys? Rokani here for everybody. It is Rokan David is my name. Smash the like button, comment and share. And if you're really watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Why is this game important for Arsenal? 1. Man City would have played the day before, that is on Saturday, against Southampton, and it is going to be a very huge booster for Arsenal to know what result they need before they play Liverpool. City's game is closing the match day tomorrow on Saturday, and they are playing away at Southampton. Now, if City beats Southampton, that means they would have equal the number of games they have with Arsenal, and they will be just 5 points behind Arsenal. If they lose, that means the 8 gap difference will still be kept between Arsenal and Man City. If they draw, they would have gone ahead to just reduce 1 point out of the 8 that Arsenal would have been ahead of them, and the point difference will be 7. So any of those results that comes in through will impact Arsenal on the day. If City wins, obviously Arsenal will have a lot of pressure knowing that we have to win and get back to 8 points, because we would have gone ahead to have a game in hand, and we'll be playing City in a fortnight from Sunday. Not so. The game is going to be played on the 26th. Not so. So if City loses, Arsenal will come in through knowing that it's our chance to take our lead to 11 points, or even to 11 points if at all they win, or all 9 points if at all they draw. And even Pep Guardiola has come out and really hinted onto the game against Southampton and all of the remaining games they're supposed to play, that if at all they lose any game or drop 2 points, they would have gifted the trophy to Arsenal, and their main aim is to win all of the games. But Liverpool looks like it's a team that went away at Man City and was beaten. They went ahead on Tuesday and drew with Chelsea. They're also fighting to go into the Champions League because they are now 12 points, right? 12 points behind the table, not the table leaders. They're 12 points behind Manchester United, a team that is placed 4th onto the Premier League table. So it shows you that if Liverpool are to go ahead and really clinch the 4th spot, they need to find themselves in a position of winning the beautiful game of football against Arsenal. So it also piles a lot of pressure onto them, because this is a must-win for them. They're having 43 points, and Manchester United in the 4th are having 53 points, meaning that there is a 10-point difference. And how are they supposed to go ahead and reduce it? They should really win the game against Arsenal. Do you know why? United is playing tomorrow. If they win against Everton, they'll go 13 points ahead of Liverpool. What does that mean? Liverpool will be having also a lot of pressure. So these 2 teams are going to have a lot of pressure when it comes to the games they're going to be playing. So does it play in the favor of Arsenal? I don't know. When you look at Arsenal, they're having El Nini out, Tomiyasu out, Saliba looks like he's one of those players that Mikel Arteta is going to hate to hint on his return, but he has not hit on it directly. As you've seen the previous video I've uploaded, the miraculous William Saliba return ahead of the Liverpool game. Obviously, it's going to be a miracle to see him back because we never saw him coming back this early, but has rested for some good weeks because he last played for Arsenal on the 16th of March, meaning that from 16th of March to the 31st of March, those are close to 15 days. Now, close to 3 weeks, he would have rested for 3 weeks, and the back injury needs no operation, it just needs you to rest. That's it. Just need you to rest, go through some massage, rehabilitation, reconditioning, and then you find yourself back to the levels you're supposed to be. So Saliba is a doubt, but we might see him future into that game of Liverpool versus Arsenal. And the rest of the players are really available. Tomiyasu and El Nini, their seasons were called off. Saliba, he's a person that we expect to come in through and put in a shift as Arsenal takes on Liverpool. When you look at Liverpool, they're having lots of injuries according to me, because when you look at Luis Diaz is not available. You get Luis Diaz is away, but Virgil van Dijk is expected to return. Thiago Alcantara is expected to return that midfield. Naby Keita might not feature into that game. So the rest of the players of Liverpool are really back, but it shows you that they're really having a wide range of players to play up front, especially Salah, Cody Gakpo, Darwin Núñez, Firmino, and Diego Jota. So they are having a very vast range of talent that Jurgen Klopp has to pick on. But Arsenal last won away at Anfield in 2012. That's it. And I think Mikel Arteta was at Arsenal by then. So they last won there on 2012. Those are close to 10. Those are 11 years since they last won there. And last season, when Arsenal played Liverpool at Anfield, Arsenal suffered a 4-0 loss to Liverpool. You know that very well. When they went at Emirates, they beat them by 2-0. That is a side known as Liverpool beat Arsenal by 2-0. Now, this season, it was a little bit different. Arsenal beat Liverpool by 3-2. It was won late after Thiago Alcantara fouled Gabriel Jesus, and obviously a penalty was given. It was well executed by the number 7 shirt holder of Arsenal, that is Bukayo Saka. So that is what this game of football is all about. But Arsenal comes into this game with a 7-match win stretch. You know, ever since they lost to Man City, they've gone ahead not to lose any point. They've collected 21 out of the possible 21 points in the last 7 games, and they've been scoring in very many goals. Leandro Trossard is one of those players that is worth a mention. You know, when he was at Brighton, he went out and played at Anfield and scored a hat-trick. So he's one of those that are really up for consideration to be really picked by the manager of Arsenal, that is Mikel Arteta. So Liverpool have been having a very bad spell this season, but it's up to them to come out and really give us the best they deserve against Arsenal. But Arsenal looks like they're into the best form of their lives, and they're attacking Liverpool when Liverpool is vulnerable. And the only security that Liverpool has, it's their fans. Will Arsenal go ahead and really maintain their pressure? That's where the game of football is going to be. Now, after giving you all that, allow me draw you into the predicted starting 11 of Arsenal, and that of Liverpool is going to come in tomorrow as we do what we call the predicted starting 11 of Liverpool, and then later we'll come up with what we call the combined starting 11. Now, let's go to the team of Arsenal and how we expect them to stand. Arsenal, the game is going to be played at Anfield. It has a capacity of 54,000 fans, meaning that the Emirates seats more 6,000 fans than the Anfield. The system 4-3-3. Mikel Arteta has shown to us that that is one of the perfect systems he believes that can go in and really win him this beautiful game of football every time he deploys it. When we go to the goalkeeping department, obviously Aaron Ramsdale is going to be the goalkeeper of Arsenal. You know, there are positions that are not contagious even, because these players have gone ahead to show to us that they are really the best players that have gone ahead to represent their team this season. Right back, only one option is hard. That is William Saliba, not William Saliba, that is Ben White, because Tomiyasu is really injured, so we expect Ben White to play onto the right side of the fullback. Left back, there is Tierney and Zinchenko. There are fears that Zinchenko might not be solid to stop Mohamed Salah on the day, but I believe he's going to do the job. Tierney is good defensively, but Zinchenko offers Arsenal a lot, especially going forward, and is one of those. He's the best defender to put up what we call progressive passes in the league of the Premier League this season. So you cannot miss out on your best player, and he has come here and played here against City, so he knows the atmosphere. So it looks like he is really ready to take on the mantle to play into that position, and he's going to be facing Mohamed Salah and Trent Alexander-Arnold. So that shows you that's not going to be having an easy day. The other time they played at Arsenal, I'm meaning Liverpool, it was Tomiyasu who was played as the left back and closed down Salah, and he had Salah in his pocket. Salah never even did anything to threaten the goal of Arsenal. That is Tomiyasu. But Tomiyasu is away, meaning that Zinchenko is going to take the mantle. And I believe even if Zinchenko was available at Emirates, would have gone ahead to play ahead of Tomiyasu. And the reason as to why Tomiyasu came in and played, it was because Zinchenko was nursing an injury. Now, let's go to the central defense. On the right side of the central defense, Rob Holding has been pivotal ever since Saliba got an injury. In the game of Sporting Lisbon, played close to 100 minutes, came in and played against Crystal Palace, and they won 4-1. He also played against Leeds, they won 4-1. So, this time round, what's the decision going to be? I believe this game is way beyond Rob Holding, and if it requires to inject William Saliba an injection of a painkiller, he's going to feature. I see him featuring in this beautiful game of football. And tomorrow, we'll be letting you know whether he's traveled with the Arsenal squad to Liverpool or not. Now, left side, obviously, Gabriel Magalhaes is the main man, the big Gabi. And he has a very big point to prove that in big games, he doesn't capitulate. That's it. He doesn't capitulate. If at all he crumbles again, then that will be confirmed to us that next season, Mikel Arteta should find means of really playing Jakub Kiwior in big games, because in every big game, he has been giving away balls stupidly, and Arsenal have been really found themselves a victim. So that is the back four of Arsenal that I predict to start. Then the midfield, Jorginho or Thomas Partey. Every day in such big games, it should be Thomas Partey to play into the central attack midfield of the pitch. That's it. Then alongside Martin Odegaard and Granit Xhaka, and all of those three are in a very good form. Xhaka has been scoring ever since the game of Sporting Lisbon, and right now he's also into the mix to really play against Liverpool, and he knows it will help that they need a win. They get a win for this game of Liverpool, I think Arsenal would have gone ahead to confirm people that are really not believing them to leave the trophy, that the trophy is theirs. Martin Odegaard putting up an assist for Granit Xhaka in the game of Leeds. That saw him really hit that ball in the back of the net to make it 4-1 for his side called Arsenal. Expect him to be into that mantle, and obviously Thomas Partey to face Fabinho into that midfield. So it looks like Liverpool is going to be having Fabinho, Jordan Henderson, and a little bit of Harvey Elliott into that midfield. So that is the midfield three for Arsenal that's going to be facing that of Liverpool. And those are some of the battles you expect to play or to face, or for us to watch that game. Ben White is also going to have some battle to face against Cody Gakpo or Darwin Núñez, and obviously the central defense of Arsenal will have to face Diego Jota, Firmino, or Darwin Núñez. That is the first 8 players that we think Arteta is going to front. Good news, Bukayo Saka is back, having played only 30 minutes in the game of Leeds at Emirates. This time around, he's starting on the right forward position of Arsenal. That means he's going to be facing Robertson, and Robertson should find himself in a better position. He should sleep well on Saturday, because Saka is going to give him a game. He's one of the best right wingers in the Premier League this season, and he's the only one who has gone ahead to register a double figure in his assists and a double figure in goals. 12 goals this season with 10 assists. That is Bukayo Saka for you. And I think if at all he was on when Arsenal was playing Leeds, we were going to have to score his 13th goal of the season, of the Premier League season, because there was a penalty. And because he was absent, it's Jesus that took it. Now, when you are to rank players and how they are performing this season in the Premier League, goals and assists, it's only Haaland and Harry Kane who are ahead of him, meaning that he comes third into that position, having scored 13 having scored 12 and putting 2 and putting in 11 assists. One will say as Marcus Rashford. Rashford netted his 15th goal of the Premier League season, but he has only 3 assists, meaning that he's at 18, meaning that Bukayo Saka has 4 more goal involvements than Marcus Rashford. Can Marcus Rashford run riot tomorrow on Saturday against Everton? We wait and see. But a game for Bukayo Saka is there to announce himself as one of the most big talents that have gone ahead to lift Arsenal to win the league. And these are games where we expect Saka to come in through and do the needful. The left attacking side of the midfield, obviously, this one is undoubted. It's going to be Gabriel Martinelli to lead the line. But he's going to be facing Trent Alexander-Arnold, and I think he should utilize that space. Maybe Jurgen Klopp might really sense danger and play Gomez, but that will be afraid of him or coward of him. Playing at Anfield and you play Gomez instead of Trent Alexander-Arnold, that will be really cowardice of him, because even when he played at Emirates, he played Trent Alexander-Arnold. So I believe Martinelli is going to be facing Trent Alexander-Arnold. And who is leading the line? Who is leading the line? Trossard or Gabriel Jesus? Remember Trossard, when we were still at Brighton in the first leg of the league, he scored a hat-trick against Liverpool. That game ended 3-3, meaning that he has a very good record against Liverpool at the Anfield Stadium. But Jesus is back, and he's one of the best world forwards that you will need to lead the line for you and obviously scare off the likes of Virgil van Dijk. So to me, I believe it's going to be Gabriel Jesus leading the line, and Trossard might be one of those players to come off the bench, though he might change and twist a little bit, you never know. But all in all, that's my predicted starting 11 of Arsenal versus Liverpool at Anfield. But Virgil van Dijk and Konate have been really a suspect in defending this season. But at Anfield, they've gone ahead to keep very many clean sheets. When you look at their last games, they've gone to play at Anfield, especially in the league. They've gone ahead not to really find themselves in a position of really conceding goals. When you look at the game they played against Wolverhampton Wanderers, they beat Wolverhampton Wanderers by 2-0. They beat Manchester United by 7-0. Then the other game they played at home, they beat Everton by 2-0. And I think that's it. So they've kept clean sheets in almost the last 3 games they've played at home. We're not talking about the Champions League, because Real Madrid came in through and really put 7 past them, and Arsenal can take that as a point of reference to give them a lot of strength, that if Madrid put 7 past them, put 5 past them, we can go ahead and really put 3 or 4 past them. And on any day, if at all Arsenal really concentrates and obviously find themselves in a position of really hurting Liverpool, they can go ahead and really beat them, because Arsenal this season, they are really unstoppable. Arsenal this season are unstoppable, and Liverpool have to go on to play that game of football knowing that Arsenal is really a team that can cause a lot of damage to them this season. And when you look at this season, all odds are really going on to Arsenal. Amidst Liverpool having a very good team, I expect Arsenal to go on and really get a shocking result at Liverpool, because Liverpool fans believe that they're going to stop Arsenal. But these stats I'm going to show you aren't going to apply now, because Arsenal are the table leaders. And there is the stat I'm going to show you, stat number 4, that Arsenal have gone ahead to beat Liverpool every time they've been on top of the table, apart from 2 times where Liverpool went ahead and really beat them. Now, the first stat from Google says Liverpool have won their last 6 home Premier League matches against Arsenal, scoring at least 3 times in each game, 22 goals in total. Yeah, so that means Arsenal are not good visitors at Anfield, but this time round, it's a different Arsenal altogether. And when you look at the midfield of Liverpool, it's really very bad, and Thomas Partey, Xhaka and Odegaard might find themselves really trying to really dominate it. Then secondly, Arsenal are looking to complete their first league double over Liverpool since the 2009-2010 campaign, where the Gunners last won consecutively games against the Reds back in September 2012. As I told you, Arsenal last won at Anfield in 2012, but they last got their league double in 2009-2010 campaign. Then third, Arsenal have kept clean sheets in just 20% of their Premier League games against Liverpool. They've found themselves 12 out of 61, so they've conceded 6. How many? 12. their lowest ratio in the competition. The Gunners have also failed to score in more Premier League games against Liverpool than any against any other opponent, meaning that Arsenal have scored 12 and conceded 61. That is really ridiculous about Arsenal, but I think history is there to be defied and changed. The fourth I had to let you know about Arsenal is this is the 9th time Arsenal have faced Liverpool in the Premier League while top of the table, and Arsenal have gone ahead to win 3, drawn 3 and lost 2, meaning that they always have an edge over Liverpool every time they are table leaders, with the previous 8 games producing a total of 33 goals at an average of over 4 per game, 15 for Arsenal, 18 for Liverpool. One of those games came on the exact date, 9th April in 2004, with the Gunners running out 4-2 winners at Highbury. So I remember that game by the way very well. I was still at school, I was in senior 2 by then, and I watched that game. Thierry Henry just came up and really brought Arsenal back to life. It was Michael Owen scoring a brace in the second half. Thierry Henry came up and really teared up Liverpool apart. Jamie Carragher was left on the floor, and Thierry really scored very many goals. And I think Perez was onto the score sheet towards Steven Viltod. So that is it. And on the same date, how many years ago? From 2004. Those are 19 years ago, right? Liverpool just found themselves being beaten by Arsenal by 4 goals to, but it was at Highbury, the former stadium of Arsenal. It was not at Anfield. That should be noted. Now, lastly, Liverpool have won 5 of their last 6 Premier League home games, including each of the last 3 by an aggregate of 11 goals to nil. The Reds haven't conceded in any of their last 7 hours and 26 minutes of the league football at Anfield since Kylian Mbappé's strike of Leicester in December. So Liverpool have always been keeping it tight at home, and that's one of the things that Arsenal should put into play as they go into this game of football. But I believe Arsenal getting a shocking 3-2 win at Anfield. That's it. The worst result Arsenal is going to get is a draw. That's it. Liverpool, I saw it when they are playing against Manchester United. If United took their chances in the first half, Liverpool would have found themselves in the limbo. That's it. But United just failed to score in the first half. That is what kept Liverpool in the game. But when I look at Arsenal, they are going to attack Liverpool immediately. They're going to look for the first goal. Even if Liverpool scores first, Arsenal has the machinery to go on and really get the equalizer and even win that beautiful game of football. So to me, I believe Arsenal are going to win this game. If not, a draw. But I see a 3-2 win of Arsenal at Anfield. Thank you guys for watching, and through your reactions are welcome in the comment section below. Tell me your thoughts about this beautiful game of football, Liverpool versus Arsenal. Your predictions. What do you think about my predicted starting 11 in there for you of Arsenal? And tomorrow I'm coming in with that of Liverpool with the combined starting 11. I sign out for now. See you later. May the Almighty God bless you abundantly. I sign out for now. See you later, and good night to those going to bed. And today is Good Friday. Jesus was sacrificed. On Sunday, it's resurrection. I sign out for now. See you later. Rokani remains my name. Close to 200 likes required on this video. And don't forget to subscribe. Bye-bye.